Like politics, the Seeds of Peace International Camp makes strange bedfellows, literally. Over the last decade, Seeds of Peace has brought together nearly 2,000 young Israelis and young Palestinians, Indians and Pakistanis, Bosnian Muslims and Bosnian Serbs, boys and girls perceived by their governments as future leaders who may one day end the cycle of violence in their homelands. Seeds of Peace has a simple mission: uniting children divided by war. 17-year-old Haidam Amal is a Palestinian who lives in the Israeli port city Haifa.
These youth are involved in this conflict, and it's so hard when you are in the reality and they are fighting with each other, the Israeli and the Palestinian. There are people that are being killed from both sides, and at the same time there are people here are discussing and are reaching and hoping to reach peace.
There is much discussion at Seeds of Peace in what are called quite literally coexistence sessions.
There's no a way to build nowadays a trust between both sides.
Two people who are a combination that just can't go together.
The problem is rooted in the basis of the two societies.
But there are also less intellectual pursuits, such as dribbling, passing, and shooting. The campers, or Seeds as they like to call themselves, were recently treated to a special clinic, which is dribbling, passing, and shooting. The campers, or Seeds as they like to call themselves, were recently treated to a special clinic. At the request of their agent, Arn Tellem, NBA players Brent Barry, Carlos Boozer, Mike Dunleavy, and Antoine Jameson, as well as former Bulls guard B.J. Armstrong and former NBA coach Don Casey, trekked to Maine to teach and to learn.
Swing it, there you go.
I kind of came here for selfish reasons in that, you know, I wanted to understand a little bit more about the conflict situation. There are Palestinian and Israeli kids who are sleeping in the same bunks and who are communicating together and talking about their beliefs and strategies. And there's nowhere else in the world where this is going on.
Certainly, it's hard to imagine that anywhere else in the world, Tamer Sheana, a Palestinian, and Elad Schaefer, an Israeli, could have become best friends.
Tamer and I can disagree about a lot of things, and we actually do. I mean, we came back a few hours ago and like shouting inside the room, arguing. But I think that in a sense it helps you both to understand as you care for him. I mean, I've been talking to Tamer on the phone, hearing about what's going on in his place. He called me once after there was an attack in Jerusalem close to where I live.
Seeds of Peace exists to create friendships such as Tamer and Elad's, which blossomed at a camp-sponsored conference last fall in New York. But as children of war, they know it will take more than campfires and layup drills to bring peace to the Middle East. It will take time.
To say that Seeds of Peace is the magic solution that comes in a day and night, that would be totally wrong. Seeds of Peace is about making us get to know the other side so that we, the potential leaders in the Middle East, would come up later with something. At least not like this generation of leaders that doesn't know each other and doesn't know how the other side looks like from the inside.
Teach these kids a lot, and I think what's really happening is they're teaching us a lot about conflict and day-to-day life, what goes on the other side of the world.